Hi, I'm Stephanie Steffens, the Director of Operations for Norseman Trucking. September is the month we honor truck drivers. This year's theme is Through and Through, we can always depend on you. How fitting a statement. To show your appreciation to drivers, be courteous on the road and give them a wave as they go by. To learn more about the Norseman family of drivers, please visit our website at norseman.com.
What has your nitrogen done for you lately? Pivot Bio Proven 40 is the first new form of nitrogen in 100 years. At Storby Seed, we want to make sure you understand your nitrogen program and how Proven 40 fits. From diversifying your nitrogen program with Proven 40 as 40 pounds of ammonia nitrogen to the efficiency of Proven 40 is that it can go on seed or in furrow, so you don't have to take as much synthetic nitrogen to the field. Finally is the consistency of Proven 40. It stays on the root and will not leach or run off. Call Matt at 641-590-6744. Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
Get the laundry pair that you can use to conquer pet hair like a pro with the Maytag Pet Pro system. The built-in Pet Pro filter in the washer visibly removes pet hair on any cycle, while the XL lint trap in the dryer traps and removes additional pet hair. Visit Singlestead Hardware today to see how the Maytag Pet Pro system works. Singlestead Hardware, your do-it-best store at 202 North Washington in Lake Mills or at singlesteadhardware.com.
Stendard Insurance in Lake Mills, proudly serving clients since 1992. We offer a diverse range of insurance options and companies backed by staff that are devoted to you. Whether it's going through your EOBs and bills to make sure your bills are getting paid correctly, or a personal insurance review to make sure your property is up to current replacement cost levels, Stendard Insurance is there for you. Stendard Insurance, quality, service, and knowledge from one of the area's leading independent insurance providers.
Every journey has a beginning. At MBT Bank, we can help you get started. We offer online account opening for personal checking and savings accounts. Want to make the most of your money with an interest-bearing account? Check out our Go Smart account, designed for those ages 14 to 23, or our Go Plus account, featuring a higher rate of interest when qualifications are met. To open an account or learn more about our products, visit us online at mbtbank.bank or stop by any MBT Bank location. Member FDIC.
Get excited about going to work. Winnebago Co-op Telecom of Lake Mills, Iowa is currently hiring technicians and construction. If you're self-motivated, love working outdoors, and like variety in your work, we want to hear from you. WCTA is a local and progressive leader, a growing company with exceptional benefits, great pay, consistent hours, flexible PTO, and more. See details at wctatel.net/careers. That's wctatel.net/careers. WCTA is an equal opportunity employer.
Power outages. We've all suffered through them. The good news is you don't need to any longer. Generac generators automatically provide backup power during an outage, whether you're home or away. Contact Grow Electric today to help protect your family and home during any loss of power. With over 40 years of experience, trust Grow Electric for all your electrical needs. Call 641-592-8282. Follow us on Facebook or check out our website at growelectric.com. That's GROE electric.com.
At Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, our ag and commercial lenders offer over 200 years of combined experience in agriculture and business lending. We offer financing solutions to help grow, start, and support farming operations and small businesses. FTSB specializes in operating, real estate, equipment, livestock, and FSA guaranteed loans. Contact FTSB today for your ag business needs. Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Football season is upon us, and now is a great time to get a new Ford truck to haul the tailgating supplies to the games. Forest City Ford has a good selection of new trucks ready to go. This is Pete Gal. We have 2023 F-150s of various colors and option packages. We also have Edges, Expeditions, Explorers, and more, all waiting for you. Come see us today to start the tailgating at Forest City Ford, where customers send their friends, at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City, or online at forestcityford.com.
Think you've got what it takes to be a trucker? Want to see the country and get paid for it? Norseman Trucking will give you everything you need to succeed. A competitive salary, a $3,000 sign-on bonus, no-touch freight, so you don't have to waste your time unloading or unloading anything. Just drive and deliver. Our 77% driver retention rate means they're loyal and happy because they know we treat them right. So come get paid to travel and check out Norseman.com today.
At Storby Seed, we're excited to talk about Asgrow DeKalb. Why, after 30 years, is this possible? Innovation. We get to talk to you about smart corn. In a few short years, we will have that commercially available. Precision breeding. Imagine the year 2035 hybrids in 2025. And 100% exclusive genetics. No other brands can say that. Look for the 2023 class of Smart Stacks Pro to deliver an already industry-leading yield bump and Asgrow Extend Flex beans to not only out-yield the other platforms, but to have the cleanest fields in the area. Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
Hi, I'm Kennedy. I'm from St. Ansgar and I'm studying elementary education at Nyack. You might think you know Nyack, but I promise there is so much more to see. I've had so many great experiences as a part of the volleyball team and as a student ambassador. Nyack has given me a chance to meet new friends, explore career opportunities, and feel really confident moving forward. I'll be transferring after I graduate next year, and I know that all of my credits will transfer, and I've saved a lot of money. Check out Nyack. It's been a great experience for me, and it will be for you too. Apply at nyack.edu/go-nyack.
The comfort that comes from dependable, quality LP gas is delivered when you need it from Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson. Locally owned and operated since 2005. Hanson LP Gas also has contract pricing and provides new tank installations and service. Whether it's for your home, grain dryer, or business, you get competitive prices and quick, efficient service. Contact Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson today.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Steffens, the Director of Operations for Norseman Trucking. September is the month we honor truck drivers. This year's theme is Through and Through, we can always depend on you. How fitting a statement. To show your appreciation to drivers, be courteous on the road and give them a wave as they go by. To learn more about the Norseman family of drivers, please visit our website at norseman.com.
What has your nitrogen done for you lately? Pivot Bio Proven 40 is the first new form of nitrogen in 100 years. At Storby Seed, we want to make sure you understand your nitrogen program and how Proven 40 fits. From diversifying your nitrogen program with Proven 40 as 40 pounds of ammonia nitrogen to the efficiency of Proven 40 is that it can go on seed or in furrow, so you don't have to take as much synthetic nitrogen to the field. Finally is the consistency of Proven 40. It stays on the root and will not leach or run off. Call Matt at 641-590-6744. Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
Get the laundry pair that you can use to conquer pet hair like a pro with the Maytag Pet Pro system. The built-in Pet Pro filter in the washer visibly removes pet hair on any cycle, while the XL lint trap in the dryer traps and removes additional pet hair. Visit Singlestead Hardware today to see how the Maytag Pet Pro system works. Singlestead Hardware, your do-it-best store at 202 North Washington in Lake Mills or at singlesteadhardware.com.
Stendard Insurance in Lake Mills, proudly serving clients since 1992. We offer a diverse range of insurance options and companies backed by staff that are devoted to you. Whether it's going through your EOBs and bills to make sure your bills are getting paid correctly, or a personal insurance review to make sure your property is up to current replacement cost levels, Stendard Insurance is there for you. Stendard Insurance, quality, service, and knowledge from one of the area's leading independent insurance providers.
Every journey has a beginning. At MBT Bank, we can help you get started. We offer online account opening for personal checking and savings accounts. Want to make the most of your money with an interest-bearing account? Check out our Go Smart account, designed for those ages 14 to 23, or our Go Plus account, featuring a higher rate of interest when qualifications are met. To open an account or learn more about our products, visit us online at mbtbank.bank or stop by any MBT Bank location. Member FDIC.
Get excited about going to work. Winnebago Co-op Telecom of Lake Mills, Iowa is currently hiring technicians and construction. If you're self-motivated, love working outdoors, and like variety in your work, we want to hear from you. WCTA is a local and progressive leader, a growing company with exceptional benefits, great pay, consistent hours, flexible PTO, and more. See details at WCTAtel.net/careers. That's WCTATEL.net/careers. WCTA is an equal opportunity employer.
Power outages. We've all suffered through them. The good news is you don't need to any longer. Generac generators automatically provide backup power during an outage, whether you're home or away. Contact Grow Electric today to help protect your family and home during any loss of power. With over 40 years of experience, trust Grow Electric for all your electrical needs. Call 641-592-8282. Follow us on Facebook or check out our website at growelectric.com. That's GROE electric.com.
At Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, our ag and commercial lenders offer over 200 years of combined experience in agriculture and business lending. We offer financing solutions to help grow, start, and support farming operations and small businesses. FTSB specializes in operating, real estate, equipment, livestock, and FSA guaranteed loans. Contact FTSB today for your ag business needs. Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Football season is upon us, and now is a great time to get a new Ford truck to haul the tailgating supplies to the games. Forest City Ford has a good selection of new trucks ready to go. This is Pete Gal. We have 2023 F-150s of various colors and option packages. We also have Edges, Expeditions, Explorers, and more, all waiting for you. Come see us today to start the tailgating at Forest City Ford, where customers send their friends, at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City, or online at forestcityford.com.
Think you've got what it takes to be a trucker? Want to see the country and get paid for it? Norseman Trucking will give you everything you need to succeed. A competitive salary, a $3,000 sign-on bonus, no-touch freight, so you don't have to waste your time unloading or unloading anything. Just drive and deliver. Our 77% driver retention rate means they're loyal and happy, because they know we treat them right. So come get paid to travel and check out Norseman.com today.
At Storby Seed, we're excited to talk about Asgrow DeKalb. Why, after 30 years, is this possible? Innovation. We get to talk to you about smart corn. In a few short years, we will have that commercially available. Precision breeding. Imagine the year 2035 hybrids in 2025. And 100% exclusive genetics. No other brands can say that. Look for the 2023 class of Smart Stacks Pro to deliver an already industry-leading yield bump and Asgrow Extend Flex beans to not only out-yield the other platforms, but to have the cleanest fields in the area. Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
Hi, I'm Kennedy. I'm from St. Ansgar, and I'm studying elementary education at NIAC. You might think you know NIAC, but I promise there is so much more to see. I've had so many great experiences as a part of the volleyball team and as a student ambassador. NIAC has given me a chance to meet new friends, explore career opportunities, and feel really confident moving forward. I'll be transferring after I graduate next year, and I know that all of my credits will transfer, and I've saved a lot of money. Check out NIAC. It's been a great experience for me, and it will be for you too. Apply at niac.edu/go-niac.
The comfort that comes from dependable, quality LP gas is delivered when you need it from Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson. Locally owned and operated since 2005. Hanson LP Gas also has contract pricing and provides new tank installations and service. Whether it's for your home, grain dryer, or business, you get competitive prices and quick, efficient service. Contact Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson today.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Britt, Iowa. We are here for a big district game tonight. This is Lake Mills visiting the West Hancock Eagles. My name is Josiah Cleveland, and I'm joined alongside Coach Bill Burns and Jim Schulbrock. This is your pregame show, and tonight's pregame show is brought to you by Norseman Trucking in Lake Mills, where the name on the side of the truck means opportunity. Learn more at Norseman.com.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Steffens, the Director of Operations for Norseman Trucking. September is the month we honor truck drivers. This year's theme is Through and Through, we can always depend on you. How fitting a statement. To show your appreciation to drivers, be courteous on the road and give them a wave as they go by. To learn more about the Norseman family of drivers, please visit our website at norseman.com.
All right. Lake Mills comes into tonight's contest with a record of 6-0, 4-0 in district play. That is first place, tied with St. Ansgar. They are also the number 9 team in Class A. That was an increase over number 10 last week. That is the IHSAA rankings that I am referring to. Last week, versus Belmont Clemmy, Lake Mills shut out the Broncos by a score of 41-0. On the home side, West Hancock is 5-1, number 3 in Class A, 3-1 in district play, with that lone loss being at St. Ansgar by a score of 24-15. St. Ansgar, the number 1 team in Class A, according to the poll. Last week, the Eagles were in South Central Calhoun, a good team down there, and they dominated them 57-6. I believe last week we used the term they've been playing angry, Coach.
Yeah, ever since that loss to St. Ansgar, I think, I heard Coach Sanger on the KOW coaches show that next morning. He said the team could go two ways. They could respond the way they have or maybe not. So, great matchup, top 10 matchup in Class A. It's kind of a even statistical matchup in terms of both teams are going to run the football. Both have over 1,700 yards rushing. Don't throw the ball a whole lot. They have about I think Lake Mills has 233 yards passing, and West Hancock's got about 290. So, it's going to be smash mouth football, and it's going to come down to, who's better up front, and I think the Bulldogs really, really got to limit their big play capability because they definitely have it.
Yeah, West Hancock, 295 yards per game on the ground this season with 28 touchdowns. Lake Mills not far off, 291 on the ground with 25 touchdowns. So exactly right. It's going to be a ground and pound, old style type of football game. And what West Hancock has been known to do over the years is they just worn out the opponents on the line of scrimmage, and that's how they break out those big plays. I think it was it last week or the week before? Kellen Smith had 6 carries for over 200 yards or something ridiculous. So that's something that Bulldogs are really going to have to make a focused effort on, because he is one of their best playmakers.
Yep, on both sides of the ball, special teams. He's a special athlete, 2-time state runner-up. And I see in your notes, too, that he's headed to West Point Army to wrestle. And he's just an explosive athlete. And as I said earlier, we cannot let them bang, take it 60, 70, 80 yards at a time and then, make them grind it out. They can do that, obviously, but make them eat some time on the clock. If they are going to score, make them earn it. And then, we got to be able to move the ball as well, So, one thing that, I kind of like in this game is, this is probably our best group up front on both sides of the ball in a few years. And I think the matchup there is pretty even. So, we'll see how we respond up front and go from there.
Yeah, I was just taking a quick look at the rosters, and I'm not sure who's starting on the line for West Hancock, but just looking at the general height and weight, they match up pretty evenly with Lake Mills, and that's not a lot of teams can say that with their front. A lot of I know when I was in high school, Forest City really didn't have a whole lot of size on that line. Lake Mills does, and so do the Eagles of West Hancock.
Right. So I think David Smith's their best lineman, defensive end, offensive lineman. I know he's a really, really good defensive lineman, and he's been playing some varsity football a little bit as a freshman year, but has been a standout his sophomore, junior, and into this year, and he's a handful on defense. And so they got a couple other Smiths too. His twin brother Mitchell Smith, quarterback, can throw it, run it, and he's a Mike backer, I believe, on defense. And then we already mentioned their explosive playmaker Kellen Smith, and along with some other gentlemen. But those three are kind of the headliners for West Hancock.
Yep, we will come back here in just a couple minutes with the remainder of the Norseman pregame show, and then in about 9-ish minutes we will have the kickoff, so stay with us here on KIW.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Steffens, the Director of Operations for Norseman Trucking. September is the month we honor truck drivers. This year's theme is Through and Through, We Can Always Depend on You. How fitting a statement. To show your appreciation to drivers, be courteous on the road and give them a wave as they go by. To learn more about the Norseman family of drivers, please visit our website at norseman.com.
All right, so I was doing my homework last night, as always.
Good job.
Yeah, thank you. I noticed something kind of just a quirk statistically. Obviously, West Hancock is a storied football program around the state, but especially in this part of the state. They are 29-2 at home since the middle of 2018. 2018 was a little bit of a down year, but since the middle of that season, they are 29-2 at home. That's including the postseason. They've only had one regular season loss here. That was in 2020 to Garner, Hayfield, Ventura. And the week later, West Hancock traveled to Forest City. I was at that game. Forest City probably should have come away with a win. They tied the game late, or scored a touchdown late, 7-6. Decided to kick it and send it to overtime instead of go for two. And then lost in overtime. But kind of a rough start to that 2020 season. Of course, it didn't end up that way. They did go to the quarterfinals in the playoffs that season and lost to Grundy Center. And here's the interesting thing. Grundy Center has been West Hancock's last game of the season, win or lose, each of the last 4 seasons. Just thought that was a little odd.
Yeah, I think, they've been arguably the two best programs in Class A those last 4 years. So whether it was a state quarterfinal, state semifinal, or state title, it was those two teams battling. So
the quarterfinal loss, and then 2 times, 1921, West Hancock beat them in the state championship, and then last year, Grundy Center got some payback and beat them. We'll be right back.
So we just had the national anthem, the colors. So we're just a few minutes away from kickoff here.
Beautiful facility here at Britt. They've put a lot of money and effort in lately. You can tell the track's just been refinished. They've got a beautiful video board, new Musco lights.
I always thought that Go Eagles on the elementary, I guess that's the gym there, is pretty cool, pretty unique.
Yeah, it adds a lot to the aesthetic of this facility for sure.
We had a tough summer for weather, but congratulations to all the custodians and groundskeepers. I think this field, just like all the fields we've seen this year look remarkable. That takes a lot of time and effort. Well done.
Yep, for sure. So as we mentioned earlier, a big game here. Lake Mills is undefeated on the season and in the district, and West Hancock's coming in with just that one loss to a number 1 rated St. Ansgar. So, we talked a little bit, and we'll talk a little bit more once we get into there, but Brett's going to bring their very, very traditional wing tee offense, and we've seen some other teams that run variations of the wing tee, but this is the wing tee offense, and they've had a ton of success running from the same offense ever since Coach Bob Sanger came to Britt in 1968 and implemented that wing tee. So
going to have to be really disciplined if you're going to stop them.
Yep, we do, and got to be able to tackle. Missed tackles, against these guys is not going to get it done. So I think the last 10 matchups,
8-2 in favor of the Eagles.
I think it was in 13. There was a really, really strange year for West Hancock.
They only had like 3 wins, I think.
They had less than that. I think they might have got 1 maybe, or did they go 0
for 9? Yeah. They're 0-9 that year. It was Lake Mills finished 3-6 that year. They had a 54-0 win in 2013, and then last year 60-6 loss at home for the Bulldogs.
We've had some, when I was coaching, we had some great battles, and we had some that were kind of lopsided, but we also had some great battles. In 1996, state championship year for West Hancock, we battled them. We were both undefeated about this time of year.
Same week.
Same week, and ended up getting beat. It was a great game. They ended up scoring quite a few touchdowns at the end. Then the association had it mixed up back then, and so we ended up playing them first round of the playoffs. And there's a shootout down here, 59-30, and we got it down to 38-30 in the fourth quarter. And that was a crazy game, and just a lot of back and forth with a lot of really good athletes. So there's been some good history here, and hopefully we'll come here tonight and get ready to go and compete hard and see what happens at the end of the game. So looking forward to it.
Do believe if we got the officials pregame meeting with the captains correct, Lake Mills is going to receive the football. They won the toss. They'll travel north into the wind in the first quarter. West Hancock took that win, which is
significant,
fairly strong tonight. Yeah.
Yep, I think that's very significant because, as a coach, you're going to be probably pinned a little bit deep once you receive that in terms of if they get a good kick, and then it's very imperative that you get 2 or 3 first downs just to move that ball, so you don't have to punt into the wind and give them a very short field. So,
set the tone early.
So as a team, Lake Mills is coming in and averaging 6.7 yards every time they run the ball, which is outstanding, and Britt as well is averaging 9.4 yards every time they run the football.
About a first down.
Yeah. So those are really, really great stats. I believe West Hancock is 5th in Class A in total rushing yards, and Lake Mills is 6th. Right there, 2 top 10 rushing teams, and that's what they're going to do. So a little bit of a roster situation for Lake Mills. Hayden Helgeson is dressed tonight, but I don't think we're going to see him start the game. Anyway, he's banged up a little bit from last weekend. I don't think it's long term, but so we will see Logan Bacon at quarterback, and Logan hasn't taken any snaps this year in a game, but I know he worked all week. He was a freshman. As a freshman, he was a quarterback, and he's our best offensive athlete. So I'm kind of really looking forward to see what he'll bring to the table with the ball in his hands on every play, and see what happens.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, he did not play last year against West Hancock.
No.
So haven't seen him in a while, the Eagles, so see how that plays into the Bulldogs' advantage on offense. But we're just about underway. The Eagles are lining up to start this football game. Decent crowd on hand with the cold weather we have, and there is the opening kickoff.
Taken by Alex Manis.
Manis, yes, he is back, spins out of a tackle, and then gets wrapped up just behind the 20-yard line. He spun out of a tackle, but right there with the reinforcement were the Eagles wearing their white pants and red jersey tops white
socks.
helmets. Pink socks, yeah, it looks like cancer awareness.
Yep.
Tonight, the cheerleaders have their pink pom-poms out, and there's a lot of pink in the crowd ahead of us.
So Brett's in a 4-4 defense.
Motion on the outside, handoff will go up the middle.
Kaufman picks up about 2.5. So Bull's having another strong year. He's been hampered a little bit with some ankle injuries. He's actually got a couple of ankles that bothered him a little bit. But so it's going to bring down a long 7. 2nd and 7.
Keldall on the lower side. Bacon in the backfield. More motion. It's going to be a keeper for Bacon. Spins out of 1 tackle, dives forward. Looks like he might have got 1 more yard. So it will be 3rd and about 6.
So I think what Lake Mills has put in with Logan at quarterback is they're going to run the same stuff, but there'll be plays like that where it's just he's going to keep the football. So yep, 3rd and a long 5, almost 6, as Josiah mentioned.
So it looks like, is it Landon Price then? That's kind of the Logan Bacon now on this offense? All right. Under center, Price in motion, handoff. No, it's going to be a pitch back to Manis on the outside, and he's going to be brought down
just about
short of the first down marker. Number 36, Creighton Kelly, the junior linebacker with the tackle. So that'll bring up 4th and 1.
Yep, so I don't know. Looks like the offense is staying out there, so.
That was a significant run. That was a nice play. The other thing I'm glad to see is there's been no issue at between the center and our quarterback. Sometimes, take snaps. That's hard to.
And there's an issue as the ball is on the ground. It looks like the Eagles have it. The Bulldogs were lined up to go for it 4th and 1 deep in their own territory. A mishandle on the snap as Bacon looked like he was getting ready to sneak it, and the Eagles will take over on the turnover at their Bulldogs' 28-yard line.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Jim Schobrock cursed us there.
Yeah, he
Sorry.
did. So here's
if
our
I had that kind of power.
So under center, handoff on the outside, and good
nice
tackle by Delger.
Yep.
That was Cale Zool on the carry.
So you're watching at home tonight. I just want you to, when Wes Hancock's on offense, watch their 2 guards, the guys lined up on each side of the center. They pull all the time, and they will take you to the football. So if they go right, the ball's probably going right. And they're going left here. And there goes the ball to the left. Nice job. Yep, nice job. So, just zero in on those 2 guards. And there's a lot of faking in the backfield. And, when I was coaching, you can't, especially your linebackers, you cannot try to watch where the ball's going because you'll get lost. So, we used to, I don't know what Coach Woodak's doing now, but, the linebackers are reading those guards. They're going to take it to play. Plus, then you got to get off the blocks and get there. So, 3rd and about 5.
Yep, Smith under center.
Fullback trap.
Up the middle.
Nice job, very nice job.
Getting a late push. Whistle still hasn't blown, and there it is. The official on the near side looks like he's marked down at the 22.
Yeah, so gain of
23.
basically
So it's going to be 4th and maybe 4 yards, maybe a yard on the gain.
So we got to make sure here, watch for play action here. They like to send their tight ends down the seams. They'd like to get Kellen Smith out in the flat. He's in the slot right now to the left. Shotgun formation. And here he comes.
Smith is going to keep it. He's got space, and he's brought down. It looks
short.
like he's short. Turnover on downs.
Great
Bulldogs
job, defense.
with
Great
a
job.
turnover on down. So after they fumble it and give the Eagles great field position, their defense steps up and is a stone wall. Turnover on downs for Wes Hancock. Bulldogs will take over at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, that's one of the best defensive stands of the year right there. Give an extremely, extremely good football team short field and stop them. So we need to move it out here and flip field position.
Bacon under center. Manis in motion. It's going to be a
Helgeson's
keeper. Helgeson is in. He's got that is Helgeson in the quarterback position. Bacon was the receiver on the pitch back. So
picks up 5. So we do see Hayden Helgeson. So
not something we completely expected because he is in protocol. He's cleared to go as coach mentioned. He was dressed, but knowing you are going to have a postseason game, you want to make sure he's playing as that handoffs up the middle and some space.
Big hole.
First down for the Bulldogs. First down of the evening for either team. This one marked at the 39-yard line.
So as we mentioned, we like our matchup up front, and 2 consecutive plays there. We picked up about 20 yards or so, and nice big hole there. So good job, offensive lineman.
1st and 10 from the 39. Keldall on the bottom. Single receiver on the right and left. Helgeson will hand it off up the middle, trying to bounce off a body. Diving forward is Kaufman. Looks like 2 yards on the gain, across the 40-yard line.
So it looks like Britt's changed up their defense here. Looks like they're in a 4-3 cover 2 safeties over the top. And so that means the corners are going to be sitting, and anything deep the safeties are going to take, and that might be for some better run stoppage with the corners.
This time keeping it. He had the option, decided to keep it. Helgeson will get a couple more yards.
Guess who was blocking downfield and put that safety down on his butt?
I don't know, maybe Aiden Stensrud.
Guess who that was? Aiden Stensrud. Aiden's just having, like we said before, that guy is having super year.
His kind of ball game.
Yep. So what do we got? 3rd and 6 from the 43.
2 on the right, motion in the back. Ball's on the ground again on 3rd down. And this time the Bulldogs will get on top of it. So they're not going to hand the ball back to the Eagles. I would assume, they're going to bring on the punting unit. So 4th and 9 on another misplay on the exchange.
A couple dangerous return men for West Hancock. Kellen Smith, Mitchell Smith. Might be bad, just try to kick it a little bit.
Snap to Manis. Ball's in the air, not the deepest. It will take a little bit of a roll and sit down at the Eagle 41-yard line. So that is where they will take over and start their second possession.
So, Bulldogs doing a great job. We've eaten up about 7 minutes on the clock this first quarter. So,
5:29 left to go in the opening quarter.
So West Hancock's out, and that they got a strong right. Yep, here comes, full dive. Boy, we're doing a great job in there. So that's just a
tackle for loss.
Yeah, fullback trap, I think it looked like. And so once again, if those pulling guards can't get out and go, and on a fullback trap, it's just a real short trap. But we haven't really seen Kellen Smith try to get to the edge, but he's out right now. That's good.
I wish Varsity Bound had more
There's a bootleg. There's
analytics.
A bootleg. Nice.
Oh, big hits.
Good job.
Delger with a huge hit. The ball was thrown high, and it's going to fall incomplete.
Jason Keldall with the pressure there, and he's getting his first start of the year on defense at linebacker, and he was right in Mitchell Smith's face.
So as I was going to say before the Delger laid the hammer, I wish Varsity Bound had a little more in-depth analytics. I would love to know how many times this Eagles offense has been tackled for loss, because I got to assume it's not been a lot.
Yep, there's their reverse counter. Jackson Peterson's out.
Big gain on 3rd and 11. Cross the Lake Mills 40-yard line for a Eagle first down.
26 yards on the carry, I believe.
Yeah, that's one of their go-to plays where they just a counter, reverse or out, handed coming back the other way. And there's a little bit of traffic there that he fought through and then gained 26 yards.
Smith
here
will
comes the other
hand
side.
it off. Breaking one tackle, defender slips. He's got one man to beat. It's Bacon hesitating, and Bacon will just bring him down in front of the 5-yard line.
Yep, so same play coming back the other way.
Touchdown, saving tackle for Logan Bacon.
It was kind of fun to watch for about 4 seconds. They're two really good football players and athletes out in space.
So first and goal from the 5. First scoring opportunity for either team. Couple chunk plays.
This
put
will be
him
a
in first and
Mitchell
goal.
Smith off the left side run.
And that's what it is. He's grabbed at the goal line. Will he fall in?
There's a face mask as well. So. Yeah, face mask it looked like to me. I think Wyatt Hanna reached out and got a hold of that face mask. So.
We'll wait for the official to make the signal. Personal foul, face mask. Touchdown is the call. So the Eagles looks like they will stay on and go for 2.
So traditionally what they've done, that same formation, shotgun with 2 backs, that Mitchell Smith just usually goes to the left, and it looks like they are in that same formation with 2 receivers here. So I would expect him to maybe either roll out or just go off the left side. Right side.
Dives for the end zone.
And tough stop.
Smith is in for the 2-point conversion. So Mitchell Smith with a 5-yard rushing touchdown, and the ensuing conversion puts the Eagles on the board first. They lead by a score of 8-0.
Yeah, so big play there was on the 2 big plays on that same play. 3rd and 11, they get the 26-yard gain, and then come back with about another 20, 25-yard gain. So we're doing a great job between the tackles defensively, taking away the fullback trap and a little bit of that outside trap, but that counter gave us problems on that drive. So I'm sure Coach Budak will look at that and see if he can make some adjustments here. But for the most part, defensively, those 2 big plays are doing a good job.
Recognize our West Hancock cheerleaders tonight: Hannah Barker, Mackenzie Brooks, Caitlin Deutsch, Heather Ainsler, Daniel Nelson.
So we'll see how the Bulldogs respond. They have been down in most of the games that they've played at this point, so it's not an unfamiliar spot for this offense to be in. I think the only 2 games they have led wire to wire was the win against the Newman Knights, and then last week, of course, shutting out the Broncos at home. But otherwise, down in just about every game, I believe. So not an unfamiliar spot, so we'll see how they can respond as the Eagles will kick it off. Some miscommunication on the return, but it's going to be Price. He's up the middle. He's got some space, and now he runs into a trio of Eagles, but he's across the 30 down to the 33. So a solid return of at least 20 yards there.
Yeah, and that's what we've talked about with Landon Price. He when he's carrying that football, it's pretty much one cut and go, and he saw a seam and good field position. We got a quarterback here, it looks like. Hayden Elgeson's in.
Kaufman in the backfield.
And that 4-3 cover 2 safeties high.
Man, it's in motion. It's going to be a pitch back to Bacon. He's got some space on the outside. Tries to cut back, and he's wrapped down. Good tackle in the open field by the Eagles.
Gain.
But 5 yards. Staying ahead of schedule. Looks like actually 6 yards. So 2nd and 4.
I think I'd kind of like to see Logan, just keep heading to that sideline, and he's cut back a couple times, and there's been a player right there, but takes less hits that way. And
2nd and 4. Up the
Full back.
middle. Wrapped down after about 2 yards.
Yep. So 3rd and a long 2.
Yep.
If we get 2 yards, Coach Kurtz will go for it, I would guess.
Ball is sitting at the
if we do get 2 yards here on
40.5.
third down.
Single receiver to the right and left. Handoff up the middle. It's Kaufman. He's close.
Yep, very close.
I can't tell from here.
He got a good spot.
Let's see what the call is. They might decide to bring the chains out. No, first down for the Bulldogs. So just enough. They looked at it, said, should we bring it out? No, let's give it to them.
So far, fellas, we have not run toss to get to the edge, which has been a staple of our offense so far this year. So here we got 2 receivers to the left.
And we've held up well physically. Guys up front are doing a great job.
We are. So we're coming back this way.
Pitch back is Manis. He's got a block. And this swarming defense of the Eagles gets to the ball very quickly. Looks like you have some space to move, and then in a blink of an eye, you got 2 guys right on you.
Yeah, that was a tough read for Alex. He might have been able to go inside and get, but what we're seeing here that we haven't seen all year is these West Hancock kids being able to fight off blocks, because Bulldogs are doing a good job getting out on their blocks, but picked up 2 yards, so positive play.
Second down.
Minute 24.
Flipped that same play as formation. It's a throw to the right side. It's Delger. He trips, but he keeps his footing.
Picks up.
And he's going to be close. Yes, 8-yard gain, third down, and maybe a long 1, short 2. Just a.
Well, that's what Nash can do. I think he made that first guy miss there, and then he ran through a little bit of contact there to get another yard or 2. So we're looking sharp so far on offense.
Third and short, just across midfield for the first time this evening. Pitch back to Bacon. He's got the first down as he trips over the yard to gain, dives forward for an extra couple yards. That'll move the chains.
Yep, we're in. So we've been in Eagle territory here the last couple plays. So doing a really good job. We're taking time off the clock, moving the football, and keeping the ball away from West Hancock's offense.
Yep, we've neglected to say how much time there is. There's only 37 seconds left in the first quarter. It's gone pretty quickly. Handoff up the middle.
Kaufman.
About 2 or 3 on that carry.
That'll probably be the last play of the quarter.
Yep, we tick under 30 seconds.
Just a really good mix of inside-outside.
Yep, absolutely. So, that will be the last play of the first quarter.
Yep, 20 on the play clock, only 13 on the game clock, and Bulldogs look like they have no intention of breaking up this huddle. So that'll take us down to the break. So when we come back, we will have the start of quarter number 2 with the Bulldogs driving into Eagle territory. You're listening to Lake Mills Football on KIOW.
What has your nitrogen done for you lately? Pivot Bio Proven 40 is the first new form of nitrogen in 100 years. At Storby Seed, we want to make sure you understand your nitrogen program and how Proven 40 fits. From diversifying your nitrogen program with Proven 40 as 40 pounds of ammonia nitrogen, to the efficiency of Proven 40 is that it can go on seed or in furrow, so you don't have to take as much synthetic nitrogen to the field. Finally is the consistency of Proven 40. It stays on the root and will not leach or run off. Call Matt at 641-590-6744. Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
All right, welcome back to West Hancock and Bob Sanger Field. This is the start of the second quarter. Josiah Cleveland with you this evening alongside Bill Burns and Jim Scholbrock. It is 8-0 Eagles on top after a couple big plays. Got them in a first and goal, and they pounded it in with their quarterback. And now the Bulldogs are on offense looking for a response into Eagle territory.
Yeah, I think, we're down by 8, but that should be a little bit of a confidence booster. We're playing good football. And
hand off to Kaufman. He's got space, and he's pushed from behind, but they pushed him forward, so he gave him a couple extra yards. something I noticed from the stats last year, this defense for West Hancock really limited Bo Kaufman. I think it was like under 2 yards per carry, which was well under his average last year on the season. So far this evening, looking a lot better against this defense is specifically Kaufman, and this run game has been working for the most part this evening. Helgeson under center, hands off again up the middle. Kaufman will get about 4.
Yep.
Good job.
Yep.
Way to grind it up the middle.
Yep. So those guys, once again, up front doing a great job. And right now we got West Hancock's defense a little bit on their heels. I see Coach Sanger brought Zool out and was talking to him a little bit, one of the linebackers, and probably talking to him to kind of see what's going on in there. So 2nd 6.
Kel Lillingham are the receivers. It's
There's
going to
a
be
nice
a
cut
handoff.
by Kaufman.
Good space up the middle.
Nice.
Dives over the 15-yard line down to the 12. It'll be 1st and 10. Bulldogs.
There's a huge hole off the left side and a great read by Bo. There's that sink and slide.
Picked up nearly 20 on that play. That was amazing.
Biggest play of the game so far for Lake Mills as they are deep into Eagle territory. Manis in motion. Ball's on the ground again. This time able to get something out of it. I think the whistle blew.
Whistle blew.
So Eagles did hop on it, but the whistle was already blown.
But once again, Hayden bobbled that football in the exchange, so I'm not sure if it's, just the weather's a little colder tonight, but we've got to get that taken care of. So 2nd 10 wasn't really a negative play.
Nope.
But really didn't gain anything either. So
those are the type of things that you cannot afford to have happen against the quality of opponents such as West Hancock.
Especially when you're inside the 15, knocking on the door.
2 receivers to the left, empty on the right. Kaufman in the backfield. Be a quick pass. Delger this time is going to be read well and brought down right away in the backfield by Carlos Calles.
Yeah, he read that really well. He came flying up from his safety spot there, I think it was, and threw us for about a 4-yard loss. So obviously 4-down territory here. So 3rd down from about the 16-yard line.
They're going to mark it 3rd and 13. It's not goal to go, as this throw is going to be intercepted at the 7-yard line. He was looking for Manis on the wheel. Underthrown and intercepted by West Hancock.
Yeah, underthrown, and there wasn't much there. He might have had a better opportunity across the middle of Garrett Ham, but just underthrown, and so West Hancock stands up here. And
9:39 left to go in the first half.
So the Eagles have the football on the turnover, but they are inside their own 10-yard line, so a big stop here would be great for this Bulldog defense. And good tackle.
Nice.
Way to hold on. Bacon was holding on for dear life.
What I like there is, obviously Logan was there, but, Josiah Keldall came in and he cleaned it up. So Bulldogs are playing physical.
Peterson on the carry. Had he gotten free, he could have gone a long way, but Bacon holding on for dear life, waiting for the reinforcements. Will bring up 2nd down as this is up the gut.
Fullback trap.
Across the 15. That'll be enough for the 1st down, I believe.
They're just short.
Yeah, they are going to be short.
They are going to be short. So 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
So we are 8:40 from halftime. It's been a quick moving half so far. Not a whole lot of clock stops. On the right side, lowers the shoulder and looks like he's got enough for the 1st down, well enough as he crosses the 20-yard line to the 22. Was Zool.
So there the Bulldogs jumped into a different front. Bo Kaufman came down as a D lineman, and man, we were almost right there for a tackle for loss. We were just a step short. So I like it. Different looks from Coach Budak, different times.
So, new set of downs, 1st and 10 from the 21 for the Eagles.
Outside
They're going to go on the outside with Kellen Smith, and he has some space. He's got the edge. A lot of white in front of him. He's going to try to outrun as he is shoved out of bounds right at the 50-yard line, it looks like. So, a huge gain on first down.
30 yards.
Yeah, we lost contain with our left corner out there, and he got to the edge, and Kellen Smith kind of looked like he dipped inside a little bit, but then he's got such good feet. He just popped back outside, and you can't let him do that.
If you missed it in pregame, Kellen Smith is
coming back this way.
Peterson will be tackled after a gain of 6 yards. Kellen Smith is a 3-time state placer, 6th place his freshman year, runner-up each of the last 2 years. On Saturday, he committed to wrestle Division I at West Point. So quite the athlete here for the Eagles.
I believe,
obviously a good student athlete, too. Yeah.
I believe he lost that state title match last year in overtime.
Yeah, both of them were 1 point, I think.
Yeah.
One
counter comes that counter that they've had a lot. There's that.
Peterson is out in front, cuts back in the middle, and brought down from behind by the Bulldogs. Another first down, another chunk play that you got to limit if you're Lake Mills. Cross the 20 into the red zone.
So what you see there, too, I don't know if you could tell, but number 31 was pulling there. That's their tight end. So they pull a guard and they pull a tight end. So that tight end was pulling, and he was coming free. There was nobody for him to block for 10 yards. There's Smith coming off the edge.
The right side spun down, keeping his feet.
There we go. Nice
Such
job,
strong
D.
feet, but Hannah on the tackle once again. He tackled last time. This time he gets him again for no gain, maybe a half-yard loss. Quite a lengthy play that ended up in no gain.
Yeah, that previous long run play went for 33 yards.
Yep, so we got a little bit bigger body this week out at corner right now with Jeremiah Jensen's in at right corner. Maybe to help a little bit, support the run.
6:25 left to go in the half.
Yep,
Swift moving game.
Fullback dive. Getting a good push there. Yep, their own line got a good push.
That's the other thing Coach Burns and I discussed before this game. They may not have success right away, but West Hancock isn't going to change anything. They're coming back to what they know they're good at.
What they like to do here, too, is they get down in here and everybody packs it in tight, and they'll run the bootleg, which means they'll fake to the fullback, fake to the halfback, still pull a guard, and then Mitchell Smith will just carry it around the end.
Mitchell Smith hands it off to Peterson on the outside.
Good job.
Tripped up inside the 10. That will be short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and 2 from the 8-yard line. I believe it's the 9-yard line. Maybe the 10. So a huge 4th down here for the Bulldogs. Trying to keep this an 8-0 game as we approach the 5-minute mark of the second quarter.
Watch for that bootleg.
3 backs, no receivers.
Bootleg.
Diving, still getting a push.
Mitchell Smith on the carry.
He didn't get it by much, but he did get it. So just a little, fake, as I mentioned, and he didn't really run outside, but he ran inside there, and he got about, needed 2 and probably got about 3.
So we 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. Last time it was 1st and goal from the 5. Smith kept it. This time it's Kellen Smith breaking tackles. What an effort. He dives into the end zone for a touchdown. Kellen Smith would not be denied as he doubles up the score here. Now it's 14-0 Eagles.
Yeah, Bull Kaufman had a shot at him at about the 4, and just couldn't bring him down. I mean, great effort by Smith. to break that tackle and break another tackle at about the 2 to get in. Yep, so going for 2 here. They're in that shotgun formation. I would guess Smith will keep in his hands.
Mitchell Smith is going to keep it going on the right side. Dives, extends, and he will get it. It looks like on the extension, reaching for that goal line, breaking the plane, says the official on the far corner. So another 2-yard rush on the conversion, and it's now 16-0 with 4:33 left before the half.
So that was what, about a 93-4-yard drive?
Yeah.
You know, those were, yep, killers. You know, turnovers are killers, but you know, give West Hancock credit. They did have to drive it 90-plus yards, and they're capable of doing that. So 4:33, we got time here to get a good return, and then you know, offensively we've been able to move the football tonight. So we just can't turn the ball over. Can't turn the ball over. And that's the thing, West Hancock. You know, offensively they don't turn the ball over too often, and so. But Bulldogs are battling hard. They're competing very well, very well. But we got to get something going here. So kicking into the wind. Hopefully those guys will shuffle up a little bit. Probably don't need to be at the 10.
Wind is blowing steadily here. The flagpole is on the left side of your screen. Low line drive kick, and just jumping on it at the 35-yard line are the Bulldogs. So they will start there.
4:33 to work with. Full complement of timeouts.
65 yards to go.
Still haven't run a toss yet. That's dictated by the defense, so.
Tight formation, single receiver on the left. Up the middle, Kaufman had a little bit of room.
Looks like there's a little bit lane, a little bit farther outside.
And he decided to cut it back inside.
Picked up 4, though. Yeah, offensively, we're you know, up front. We're getting our blocks. We're getting on those guys, and
yeah, the difference is our offensive series haven't come up with points. We're not that far off on yards and time of possession. We probably have an advantage. We've run more plays.
Pitch back on the outside for Bacon. He's trying to beat the defenders to the outside. He does. Tiptoeing down the sideline. Lays a hit on Peterson.
Whoa. He's out of bounds there, man.
Cross midfield to the 39-yard line of the Eagles. Nice tightrope of that sideline right in front of the Eagles bench players.
Got a good block on number 36 here in the edge, and that went for 20-plus, I believe, probably.
25.
So at the 39 of West Hancock.
Carter Christensen in at fullback.
Handoff to Christensen.
He's got to go.
Tackled, pushed forward about 3 or 4. So okay gain on first down. 3:35 left.
For sure.
Before halftime.
Obviously imperative that we get some points here, and I believe we got all of our timeouts left. Yep. Plenty of time. Just stay ahead of schedule in terms of the chains. Down in distance.
West Hancock deferred, so they will receive the ball at the start of the second half. Handoff up the middle again. Christensen this time is going to be drive back and drove down. Forward progress will be stopped across the 35 to the 34. So it'll be about third and 5.
Yeah, they did give him a yard on that. Good tough running.
Yeah, it was Mitchell Smith, the linebacker, filled that hole very quickly and physically. So 2 down territory here.
Third down, 4 yards to go. Delger on the left.
Nobody in the middle of the field.
Christensen still in the backfield. Man is in motion. Handoff to Christensen. He looks like he might have got the first down. He does. Move the chains, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Christensen getting in the backfield in relief of Kaufman here the last few plays. He's gotten the ball all 3 times, and he picks up a 1st down for the Bulldogs.
I think Bull's just getting a breather there. Coach Budak's talking to him a little bit.
Kaufman will be in motion. No whistles will blow. And Lake Mills will spend its first of 3 timeouts here with 2:16 left.
Yeah, so, things offensively are good. We're moving the ball and running the football, and just a couple turnovers, so just got to put this in. Plenty of time, 2:16.
They're doing a great job of jamming the ball up the middle, and actually more than that. If you make the right read, like you said, if you can cut outside, there's been an extra 8 to 10 yards there.
Yeah, and that's what it looks like. It looks like the holes are, probably a little bit more almost outside that B gap, not all the way to the C gap, but the B gap, so it's just a little wider, and our fullbacks have been seeing that. So
Bulldogs have had 4 series in this first half. They're set to run their 28th play. So they've done a good job of moving the football, and again, get down into this red zone and had a couple turnovers. If we can eliminate that, let's score and go into halftime.
Yep.
Feel good.
Momentum.
So after the timeout, let's see what Coach Kurtz has dialed up, and now
Brett takes timeout.
Some mind games maybe. Coach Sanger taking a timeout. This is Bob Sanger's son, Mark.
Yeah, so a lot of you know out there listening that I spent 2 years here at West Hancock right out of college a long time ago, and coached football here, and Bob Sanger and defensive coach Gene Perkins taught me a lot of football, and of course Mark's taking over the program now, and Mark was just a little kid when I was here, probably 3 or 4 years old, so but he's just carried on the legacy that his dad has built here over the course of his career with state titles and state playoff appearances. But I want to give a shout out to Gene Perkins too. Gene was a great defense coordinator, and West Hancock's defenses were always salty as well. And I'm sure Gene's listening tonight on one of the broadcasts. So.
Reminder, Bulldog fans, our band travels to Fort Dodge tomorrow for a state marching band contest. The cross-country team will be in Forest City on Monday, and we'll pick up after this play.
So Brett's in a 5-man defensive front here. We're going to toss.
There's the toss that you've been talking about. He's Bacon. First down, cuts inside, spins out of a tackle, needs a push from behind, and he'll be brought down at the 5-yard line.
Nice job. Great blocking on the edge. Got Bacon out in space.
Big play. There's that toss we've been talking about that we haven't seen tonight so far. Great time for it. Huge play for Bacon. Brings up 1st and goal from the 5. Just now under 2 minutes left in the half. Another bad snap.
Gosh, come on.
As Helgeson will just jump on it. Those are plays that can set you back.
Yeah, and I don't know, the exchange looked clean. It's just when we brought it out, just lost control of it a little bit. So
2nd down and 6. Lost 1 yard on the fumble.
1:28 to go in the half.
Still 2 timeouts for Lake Mills. And this time keeping it is Helgeson, and he's got nowhere to go. He'll be brought down for a loss of 2. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 7 or 8.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That was, wasn't a broken play, but I'm not sure Hayden, I think he might have, I don't know. I don't know for sure, but might have made the wrong decision and then just had nowhere to go with the football. So
3rd down, 2 plays to find the end zone for Lake Mills. Under center motion is Bacon. And we'll have pre-snap movement, penalty on the Bulldogs.
I'm not sure who that was on, but Garrett Ham might have twitched or moved a little bit, so that really puts us behind the 8 ball.
Second penalty of the evening for the Bulldogs.
Just we've been down in this red zone before, but just shooting ourselves in the foot. So
3rd down and 12 from the 12. Delger on the outside. Outside handoff.
Got a block.
Cutting back inside and getting to the 5. Ball's down, ball's loose, and it's going to be recovered by Wes Hancock.
Yeah, it was close. He tried to cut it up and get an extra couple yards, and it's close to being down, but I think the ball did come out, and it's 2 times the Bulldogs have been inside the 15 and turned it over. So
it's our 3rd turnover of the evening.
Yep.
Just watched the replay, couldn't really tell. It was close. Ball was kind of blocked by some legs of the defenders. Keeping it on the outside is Mitchell Smith. Hurdles the defender. Keldall's trying to bring him down, and he will from behind. First down gain could have been much more if Keldall wouldn't have gotten there in time. As we have 21 seconds left, the clock will stop momentarily for the chains to move. 2 timeouts left for each team.
That was kind of a goofy play, too, because Zool, the fullback, he kind of stopped and looked back like he thought he was supposed to get the football. So looks like Britt's going to be content to go into halftime with a 16-0 lead.
Yep, 5 seconds. They're not breaking the huddle. They will take this. If they call a delay of game, half second, they're not going to bother with 5-yard penalty. That really won't matter. So that'll bring up halftime. A pretty competitive game on each side. The only difference is West Hancock's been able to end their drives with some points. Lake Mills kind of hurting themselves in that department, as the Eagles will lead here at the halfway mark by a score of 16-0. It is now time for our halftime show here on KIOW. And tonight's halftime show, as always, is brought to you by Storby Seed in Lake Mills, where every day is seed day. Find out more at storbyseed.com.
What has your nitrogen done for you lately? Pivot Bio Proven 40 is the first new form of nitrogen in 100 years. At Storby Seed, we want to make sure you understand your nitrogen program and how Proven 40 fits. From diversifying your nitrogen program with Proven 40 as 40 pounds of ammonia nitrogen, to the efficiency of Proven 40 is that it can go on seed or in furrow, so you don't have to take as much synthetic nitrogen to the field. Finally is the consistency of Proven 40. It stays on the root and will not leach or run off. Call Matt at 641-590-6744. Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
Get the laundry pair that you can use to conquer pet hair like a pro with the Maytag Pet Pro system. The built-in Pet Pro filter in the washer visibly removes pet hair on any cycle, while the XL lint trap in the dryer traps and removes additional pet hair. Visit Singlestead Hardware today to see how the Maytag Pet Pro system works. Singlestead Hardware, your do-it-best store at 202 North Washington in Lake Mills, or at singlesteadhardware.com.
Stengert Insurance in Lake Mills, proudly serving clients since 1992. We offer a diverse range of insurance options and companies backed by staff that are devoted to you. Whether it's going through your EOBs and bills to make sure your bills are getting paid correctly, or a personal insurance review to make sure your property is up to current replacement cost levels, Stengert Insurance is there for you. Stengert Insurance, quality, service, and knowledge from one of the area's leading independent insurance providers.
Every journey has a beginning. At MBT Bank, we can help you get started. We offer online account opening for personal checking and savings accounts. Want to make the most of your money with an interest-bearing account? Check out our Go Smart account, designed for those ages 14 to 23, or our Go Plus account, featuring a higher rate of interest when qualifications are met. To open an account or learn more about our products, visit us online at mbtbank.bank or stop by any MBT Bank location. Member FDIC.
Get excited about going to work. Winnebago Co-op Telecom of Lake Mills, Iowa is currently hiring technicians and construction. If you're self-motivated, love working outdoors, and like variety in your work, we want to hear from you. WCTA is a local and progressive leader, a growing company with exceptional benefits, great pay, consistent hours, flexible PTO, and more. See details at WCTATel.net/careers. That's WCTATEL.net/careers. WCTA is an equal opportunity employer.
Every journey has a beginning. At MBT Bank, we can help you get started. We offer online account opening for personal checking and savings accounts. Want to make the most of your money with an interest-bearing account? Check out our Go Smart account, designed for those ages 14 to 23, or our Go Plus account, featuring a higher rate of interest when qualifications are met. To open an account or learn more about our products, visit us online at mbtbank.bank or stop by any MBT Bank location. Member FDIC.
Get excited about going to work. Winnebago Co-op Telecom of Lake Mills, Iowa is currently hiring technicians and construction. If you're self-motivated, love working outdoors, and like variety in your work, we want to hear from you. WCTA is a local and progressive leader, a growing company with exceptional benefits, great pay, consistent hours, flexible PTO, and more. See details at WCTATel.net/careers. That's WCTATEL.net/careers. WCTA is an equal opportunity employer.
Power outages. We've all suffered through them. The good news is you don't need to any longer. Generac generators automatically provide backup power during an outage, whether you're home or away. Contact Grow Electric today to help protect your family and home during any loss of power. With over 40 years of experience, trust Grow Electric for all your electrical needs. Call 641-592-8282. Follow us on Facebook or check out our website at growelectric.com. That's GROE electric.com.
At Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, our ag and commercial lenders offer over 200 years of combined experience in agriculture and business lending. We offer financing solutions to help grow, start, and support farming operations and small businesses. FTSB specializes in operating, real estate, equipment, livestock, and FSA guaranteed loans. Contact FTSB today for your ag business needs. Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Football season is upon us, and now is a great time to get a new Ford truck to haul the tailgating supplies to the games. Forest City Ford has a good selection of new trucks ready to go. This is Pete Gal. We have 2023 F-150s of various colors and option packages. We also have Edges, Expeditions, Explorers, and more, all waiting for you. Come see us today to start the tailgating at Forest City Ford, where customers send their friends, at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City, or online at forestcityford.com.
Think you've got what it takes to be a trucker? Want to see the country and get paid for it? Norseman Trucking will give you everything you need to succeed. A competitive salary, a $3,000 sign-on bonus, no-touch freight, so you don't have to waste your time unloading or unloading anything. Just drive and deliver. Our 77% driver retention rate means they're loyal and happy, because they know we treat them right. So come get paid to travel and check out Norseman.com today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is your Storby Seed halftime show here from Britt, Iowa, as the West Hancock Eagles hold a 16-0 advantage here at halftime over your Lake Mills Bulldogs. Quick rundown of the scoring in that first half. In the first quarter, Mitchell Smith had a 5-yard rushing touchdown on first and goal from the 5-yard line. After the Eagles got down there on a couple chunk plays, he took it in for the first score of the game. He then kept it again for the 2-point conversion, making it 8-0. And then in the second quarter, with 4:33 to play, Kellen Smith had a 5-yard rushing touchdown on first and goal from the 5. And then Mitchell Smith again on the keeper on the conversion, made it 16-0 Eagles. But Lake Mills hasn't been too far off in just about every statistical category, right?
Right. So, going into half, Coach Kurtz, he's probably got mixed emotions right now. On one side, he's feeling pretty good that, we're competing at a high level here. And as Jim mentioned, we're not outmatched physically, and offensively we had a really good half moving the football, but then the downside of that is we've turned the ball over 3 times, and we had that 1st and goal at the 5 and went backward on 1st down, 2nd down, and then turned it over. So coaches don't want to hear the first half we're down by 16, but it was kind of a morale booster. But I think in this case it was because we're right in it. We're going to have to make some plays in the second half and clean up those turnovers. But offensively, just keep doing what we're doing, and defensively, we're doing a good job. Zool at fullback has been very limited, and that counter play that they've run, for 3 times for big yards, we've got to be able to stop that.
You got to have some eye discipline. You need to make sure that you do your job, do it every time. And I agree with you 100%. If those boys at halftime came into this game wondering if they can play with a really, really historically great football program, guess what? They can.
Yeah, absolutely. So they got to believe. And so as Josiah was mentioning some stats here, so Lake Mills ran 31 offensive plays the first half to West Hancock's 21. Lake Mills had 147 total yards in the first half, and West Hancock had 166. A couple penalties for Lake Mills. But the big statistic is 3 turnovers for the Bulldogs. So, but you're right; those guys in that visiting locker room, they got to believe that, hey, we can play and play with these guys and come out and just keep playing football.
Yeah, we had a 15-yard face mask penalty, which is inadvertent. He didn't. I mean, right. And then we had the one motion.
It was on the score too, so it wasn't super.
The one motion penalty. So we had 20 yards in penalties. I don't know if you can play a first half much faster than they played that one. It was clean football, other than on our side of the ball, turning it over. So
yeah, and 2 of those turnovers in the red zone really hurts you. But again, down 16-0 in this on the road against this type of football team, you said it, Coach. You gotta be happy to an extent, knowing who you're up against and where you're playing.
Yeah, and I agree, and I think. Obviously, I think coaching staff's probably stressing that. They're talking about maybe an adjustment on that counter play, but a lot of the talk is, hey, good job, we're right there. I'm sure the boys, they read all that BC Moore statistical data stuff, and had Lake Mills as a 44-point underdog going in this game, and motivation there, but I've just been impressed with how we've played, disciplined for the most part, and turnovers. That's a tough part of football. That's a tough part of football. Kids are out trying to, get that extra yard or make that throw, and they happen. They happen at all levels of football, and yes. So coming out of that locker room, there should be some good vibes coming out of that locker room at halftime.
I would think so, and it was an old-fashioned, if you will, good ground and pound football game. Clean, a great first half other than the turnovers. And
I think we attempted.
That's the difference.
We attempted 3 passes. We did complete a pass for about a 10-yard gain to Nash. I think West Hancock attempted 1 pass. I think was the only one, wasn't it? Just the one.
I don't.
Right out here, remember in front of us here. Did not complete that. So. We had
1 tackle for loss, or maybe a couple tackles for loss, and then the same. But again, I talk about the linemen every week because I think they're underappreciated, but our big guys are doing a great job. I think Bo Kaufman's had his best game of the season. Slid at the right time to the inside or to the outside, and guessed wrong a couple other times.
There's been some big holes there for them to run, and we've gotten to the edge a little bit, and we only ran toss once, but, we got 15, 20 yards there. So there hasn't been a lot in terms of the ground game that wasn't working, other than just, we had some mishandled snaps and those turnovers. So.
And the other thing that did not affect us, let's remember, we didn't have our starting quarterback at the beginning of this game. And then Hayden did come in, second series.
Yep.
And that's freed us up a little bit. So, done a nice job.
Yep. It's a good football game here between some old North Iowa Conference teams from back in the day that are now part of the top of Iowa Conference, even though football is not conference affiliated. But, it's always good to play those teams in your district that were part of the old North Iowa Conference.
So we got about 3 minutes left. Just do a quick looking ahead here. Jim, you were mentioning the marching band and other Lake Mills events.
Yeah, we'll get back to that. The like I said, the cross-country team is going to run at Forest City on Monday night. The boys' team, the girls have been running well, but the boys especially are just they're dynamite.
Yeah, they've moved up to number 2 in the rankings. And talking to Coach Beth Van Roekel today, since I subbed at school, looking at how things match up and with some of the other highly rated teams, we're got to be one of the favorites potentially down the road. Yep. Down the road, you're not going to get too far ahead of yourself.
You've got Justin Rigg, you've got Newt Rogney, you've got Cade Van Roekel, and you've got Thompson.
Yep.
They're all running sub-17s, right?
We're definitely
it's remarkable.
Definitely in the state title conversation. There's if you talk about the top 3 or 4 schools, definitely Lake Mills for sure is in that conversation.
And we got the top of Iowa conference meet on Thursday night. Yep. They'll run again down at Nyack. And then we are back in Lake Mills next Friday night praying for dry, warmer weather as we sit outside in our home field.
I've been thinking about that all week. I knew it was going to be a press box tonight. Knew it was going to be chilly, so I was glad I was in a press box.
Yeah, we're really grateful
for
warm
West Hancock's just a little bit.
Why is that the only place we have
I don't know. I'm going to have a conversation with Jim Beamer.
Why don't you donate some of your retirement money, sir?
Okay, right back at you.
All right. We're about a minute and a half from the start of the second half, but I am just now seeing the Bulldogs come out, so they'll have a few more minutes tacked on for warm-ups
3 minutes.
and such. So we're going to take another break, and when we come back, it'll be close to kickoff of the second half. You're watching the Storby Seed Halftime Show on KRW.
At Storby Seed, we're excited to talk about Asgrow DeKalb. Why, after 30 years, is this possible? Innovation. We get to talk to you about smart corn. In a few short years, we will have that commercially available. Precision breeding. Imagine the year 2035 hybrids in 2025. And 100% exclusive genetics. No other brands can say that. Look for the 2023 class of Smart Stacks Pro to deliver an already industry-leading yield bump and Asgrow Extend Flex beans to not only out-yield the other platforms, but to have the cleanest fields in the area. Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
Hi, I'm Kennedy. I'm from St. Ansgar, and I'm studying elementary education at Nyack. You might think you know Nyack, but I promise there is so much more to see. I've had so many great experiences as a part of the volleyball team and as a student ambassador. Nyack has given me a chance to meet new friends, explore career opportunities, and feel really confident moving forward. I'll be transferring after I graduate next year, and I know that all of my credits will transfer, and I've saved a lot of money. Check out Nyack. It's been a great experience for me, and it will be for you too. Apply at nyack.edu/go-nyack.
And we are back. So both teams are back out in the field, and there's about 2.5 minutes that the officials put back on the clock. Once it gets down to 0, so those guys can warm up. So, looking forward to the second half. And West Hancock will be receiving the football. So it'll be Lake Mills' choice which way they want to kick off from. So it'll be Coach Kurtz's decision. Does he want the wind in the fourth quarter, which has gone down quite a bit.
Yeah.
And sometimes
flag's not moving anymore over there.
Back in the day before you had play clocks, part of that decision was, do you want the scoreboard, for the fourth quarter in a tight game so you could see the time and that type of thing. But that isn't as much of a factor, obviously, with the shot clocks on almost every high school football field, which is awesome.
I remind you, Lake Mills fans, that a week from tomorrow morning or sometime on Saturday, a week from tomorrow, should be finding out where we're headed for the playoffs.
West Hancock has a video scoreboard, which is really awesome, and they can put a lot of graphics on there. And they just had the district standings up there, which is awesome to see, and some visuals of food, which is an old trick, right? That theaters would always have visuals of food. So
you got to sell concessions any way you can.
New one right there.
Principal here saying, "Yep."
I swear by it. So we got a minute left or so.
So I wouldn't be surprised if Nash doesn't just kind of squib this thing hard, keep it out of the hands of 43 and 1, who are both dangerous. But at the same time, if you do squib it, you got Zool, number 7, in that second tier, and Mitchell Smith as well. So pick your poison.
Yeah, there's playmakers all over the field for this Eagles team that you've already seen plenty of this evening.
West Hancock will start their 4th series of the ball game, and Lake Mills finished the first half with their 4th series. So, as we indicated before, fairly even in terms of time of possession and yards. Turnovers being the big difference.
Big difference, and that's been the real reasoning why there's still a donut on the scoreboard next to Lake Mills. 2 of those 3 turnovers coming in the red zone. One of them at the 5-yard line at the end of that half. So big opening possession here for the Lake Mills defense to force a stop and get the ball back. Still down 16. So here's the kickoff. It's high and short. It's going to be returned at the 30-yard line, and he's got some space. He's got one man to beat. It's Delger. He's going to dive. He misses the tackle at the 10 and into the end zone for a touchdown. Brady Bixel with a 70-yard return to open the second half. So the defense for Lake Mills will not even step foot on the field as a Bixel 70-yard return will add 6 more to the Eagles' total.
Yeah, that was a good kick by Nash. He was trying to just put it up in the air like that, and most guys are gonna fair catch that, but he didn't, and he had a seam, and he took it to the house.
Lining up for 2, diving, and scoring is Mitchell Smith.
Eagles 24.
That is the 4th kick return for a touchdown on the season for the Eagles. First by Bixel. The other 3 were Kellen Smith, Cade Zool, and Jackson Peterson. Kellen Smith also has a punt return for a touchdown. So a lot of returns for this Eagle team so far on the season. They just tacked on one more. 24-0. 10 seconds into the half.
Yeah, and a big 10 seconds as those were all spent with him running down the sideline to the end zone.
Tough break, but got to recover from that, and we're going to get the football here and shake it off best we can. I don't know what happened on our coverage there. There was some big alleys there, and there might have been a missed tackle like early after he had fielded that, but there was a lot of space.
Well, and the kick was high enough that they had a chance to set up it.
So David Smith set the kickoff from the 40-yard line. Back deep are Price and Manis.
It'll be a low squib, and jumping on it at the 34 is the Bulldogs.
So that did hit one of our guys, didn't it? Or not, early on?
I couldn't quite tell. It looked like it. But just diving on it was that middle tier of the return game.
All right, let's go, Bulldogs. Keep firing off that ball, and let's get something positive.
So Britt's back in a 4-4, playing that cover 3.
Movement.
33 might have been in the zone for...
Got a whistle. It looks like they're pointing up. Going to be on the Bulldogs is the call. 5-yard penalty on the pre-snap movement.
33 moved, and then we moved, but he must not have been in the neutral zone.
So 1st and 15 now from the 29 for Lake Mills.
So we got to get it going here. Not a good start to the half.
Helgeson under center. Hands it off up the middle.
Yep, nice job. Good read by
Getting
Bo.
a late push. Still not down, and now he will be brought down across the 35 to the 36, 37. So a gain of about 8 or 9. Good first down run.
Absolutely.
Brings up 2nd and 7, so mark it down for an 8-yard carry.
So 2 receivers to the offensive right. Playing zone coverage with those guys.
Helgeson takes a snap, pump fakes. He's going to look downfield for Ham, and it's underthrown a little bit. Knocked down by Peterson. Just one hand on the receiver Ham, another hand swatting down the football. Good defensive play there.
Yeah, Hayden's got to get that ball out. He's got to get that ball out and lead him. He had a couple steps there, and we faked that little bubble and go, we call it, and he had a couple steps on him. If he could have got it to him more quickly. 3rd and 7. Probably go toss or triple here to the wide side, I would guess.
Motion in the backfield. It's going to be Bacon on the toss reception. He makes one cut across the 40. He's close to the first down, but it looks like he's a yard shy or so.
Yep, it's a little over a yard, so
44-yard line is the line to yard line to gain.
It's almost 2 yards.
Yeah, they're going to mark him at the
4th down.
42.
Let's go.
So 4th and 2.
Or a little triple option to the left, maybe. Kaufman.
Up the middle, Kaufman ball.
I think he got it.
Might have been.
He did.
He got it?
Yep.
Kaufman with the carry.
First down.
First down for the Bulldogs.
So the pre-snap movement, false start penalty on Lake Mills ends up not hurting them on that one. They're still able to get the first down. Ball at the Bulldog 44.
Back in that 4-4, single high safety.
Fake pitch, looking over the middle. Bacon drops the football. He was open over the middle. Helgeson just maybe a tad behind him, but Bacon also maybe looked like he was looking upfield before he got the football. Would have been good for a first down and much more, as he was well across the Eagle 40-yard line when that ball got to him.
Not a bad ball, just a little bit behind him on his back hip, and just couldn't bring it in.
10:08 left in third quarter. 2nd down and 10 yards to go. Handoff. No, the ball's on the ground. Another fumble for Lake Mills. And Helgeson will get back on it, but it's going to be a loss of 4 yards all the way to the 41.
So it looked like there, a little miscommunication between quarterback and fullback there, that either that or Hayden was pulling it out and it hit the hip of Bo Kaufman. So ball handling tonight has not been as sharp as it usually is.
They're going to mark it down for a loss of 3. 3rd down, 13 yards to go from the Bulldog 41. Handoff up the middle. Kaufman has some space. He's crossed midfield to the 48-yard line. That'll be 4th down and 2.
Good job, Bo.
So 3rd and 13 to 4th and 2 makes it very manageable for this Lake Mills offense. They converted on 4th and 2 not long ago, and they will be going for it here, see if they can do it again.
Yep, so a little confusion on the D-line for Wes Hancock.
Man is in motion.
So
he'll receive the pitch. He's got the first down.
He does. He's got to get it.
He does get the first down. He had the space, and he, instead of going north-south, he went east and west. It got a little hairy there at the end. But he is able to just get pulled across the sticks for that first down.
So once again, the offense doing a great job. I mean, part of the reason we were only down by 16 at half is because we controlled the ball for 10 more plays than they did, and then. Their offense hasn't touched the ball, but unfortunately their special teams has come up with a score. So,
single receiver on the right and left of the offense. It's going to be a fake pitch. Looking downfield, Garrett Ham had a step, but overthrown That would have been a touchdown had Helgeson connected with Ham. Ham had a lot of open space in the middle of the field. Connection, though, not there with quarterback and receiver. So it'll be incomplete pass, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that time he's been a little bit short, and there he's a little bit long, and
it's an encouraging sign from a team that doesn't normally throw the ball that much, though, as this is open. Pitch back to Bacon, and he'll be brought down for a tackle for loss.
They talked about that play at halftime.
Creighton Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly just beat Garrett Ham on the block there. I think Logan maybe had a chance to cut that up inside, but that was just a good job by 36.
4-yard loss back to the 50-yard line. 3rd and long for Lake Mills.
Under 8 minutes in the third quarter. Clock moving swiftly.
Keldall on the top. Ham on the bottom. Kaufman in the backfield. Manis is in motion. Fake that pitch again on the backside. Almost got it knocked down. Ball is up in the air. And incomplete. Diving effort from the Eagles will bring up 4th down on that pass intended on the far side.
Yeah, 33 brought some pressure off the edge, and our fullback did a good job just chipping enough for that might have been a strip sack.
Helgeson will jog off. Manis back to punt.
Good snap, beautiful snap.
Low line drive punt. That is gonna, please die.
Get there. Yep, on about the 1.
Great punt there from Manis. Pinned back very deep. Best punt of the year for the Bulldogs, as a low line drive punt will just stop right in front of that red line they have for the goal line. It's a little bit tough to see, especially as it gets further up, but
it's inside the 1.
Great punt there. And that's where the Eagles will take over, is at their own 1-yard line.
Great hustle.
Yep, looks like Ethan Lawson's again, and Chase Getsky's getting a breather. I don't think there's any injury. Brian Budak's not talking to him. So that's very good.
So we'll see what the Eagles have dialed up. Mitchell Smith right under center, and it's going to be given up the middle, diving forward to the 5-yard line. So 4 yards on the first down run. Gets them a little bit out of their own end zone. Creighton Kelly will come in for Jackson Peterson. This is
fullback Bixby. Looks like Bixby's in at fullback right now for Zool.
First down on the carry.
Yeah, needed 6, picked up 7
for Brady Bixel.
So, here's the part of the game where West Hancock's got that offense that can get 3 to 4 to 5 yards every play and just methodically march down. But we got to get a stop on first down in terms of limiting them to 2 to 3 yards or less.
So Zool came back in there. Kellen Smith comes out.
Peterson,
ball has
good,
Peterson
good
here.
Fill.
Yeah, good fill.
Nothing. Great read. Josiah Keldall was in there along with a host of other Bulldogs.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So let's make sure we defend that counter play.
And there's your first down stop you called for. Now we got them in 2nd and 10, 5:56 and the clock running.
So they got 2 receivers here. They're in shotgun there. So Mitchell Smith's going to keep it off tackle. Fill it there.
Runs over a man. He's got the sideline. Still tiptoeing down the sideline, and coming from behind and making a tackle. I don't see any laundry on the field. Huge gain on 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I kept thinking he was out of bounds, but he's 6'3", 215 pounds.
55 yards on the game.
Yeah, 6'3", 210.
6'3", 210. That's a big dude. And obviously, you can see he can either outrun you. He's a good hurdler, I believe, in track as well, or he can run you over.
The other thing that's so impressive for these guys as a high school team is they wait for their blocks to set up. They're patient.
Well, they're back in shotgun. I would expect Coach Budak's going to call timeout since they're going to their shotgun game right now. So they're going away from their traditional offense, and they're going to go shotgun, which they used a ton the last couple years. Not as much this year, and put it in Mitchell Smith's hands. And so I think Coach Budak's going to talk about that a little bit.
Yep, timeout for the Bulldogs. Lance Helming with the tackle on the last play, saving a touchdown on the, what was that, 60 yards?
I had it for 55,
55?
yeah. I think it started at 15 and ended up at the Lake Mills 30.
So West Hancock's making plays when they need them, and it's just, there's no breathers. There's no breathers, when you're on defense against this offense. And, we're battling hard. We're playing hard. We're playing well. But they're making some plays.
And I imagine, especially as the game goes on, with the depth that the Eagles have where they're able to interchange Smith and Zool and Peterson just about every single play. They've got fresh legs every single down. It really gets tough for defenses to keep up with this
They got
offense.
4 or 5 guys that can carry the ball back there. So now Mitchell Smith's lined up in shotgun, single back, and they're just going to lead for him.
Waits for his blocks, dives forward, gets about half of it. Second and 5 as he gets down to the 25-yard line.
That's pretty much just base blocking up front, base blocking man-on-man probably, and that lead back that's in the backfield, or that back that's in the backfield, he's just going to lead, and Mitchell Smith's going to just run to open space. Now they got another in their traditional wing tee.
Smith will hand it off up the middle. A lot of space. Gets the first down and more.
So they're having a lot more success the second half on that fullback trap. So
picked up 10 on that play.
That was Bixel on the carry.
Yep. First half, we limited their fullback and fullback trap to
stacked it up.
Nothing. But
First and 10 from the Lake Mills 16-yard line for the Eagles. It's be another handoff up the middle of Bixel. This time wrapped up after about 4.
You can just see how quick that is. I mean, it's just the fakes and the motions by the backfield. It's just boom, boom, boom real quick. And like I talked about earlier, if you try to find the ball, it's too late. They got 5, 6, 8 yards by you.
It's not too difficult to see how this West Hancock team has gone to the state championship game 3 of the last 4 years. They do everything so well. Mitchell Smith on the outside, trying to run over defenders, brought down inside the 5. It'll be first and goal for the Eagles.
Number 21, Jensen on the tackle.
They're going to spot it at the 3-yard line, so first and goal from the 3.
It's also not too hard to see how their yards per carry, their average is so high.
10, yeah.
Smith and shotgun. He's going to take
He'll keep it on the left side.
Touchdown.
Tiptoes through one block and will find the end zone for his second score of the evening. He opened this scoring and he adds another. It's 30-0. 3:27 left in the third quarter for West Hancock.
So that was a 99-yard plus drive. That's their second drive of over 90 tonight.
95-yarder in the first half.
Same formation.
Exact same play. Another successful 2-point try for the Eagles. 32-0.
Eagles 32.
So 3:27 left.
Eagles are getting ready to kick it off. Last couple times it's been low squibs. They'll still kind of into the wind a little bit.
Move everybody up a little bit, I would. And
looks like it's picked up just a little bit out there with the wind. It was halftime was pretty much dead. That flag wasn't moving. Now it's blowing again, not as hard as it was on opening kickoff, though. Still substantial, however. And here it is, another low liner. Takes a hop, picked up in the backfield by Ham. And he will get across the 40 to the 44. So pretty good field position to start this drive.
Garrett did a nice job with that.
Yep. We need to just eliminate mistakes and penalties and just keep moving the football like we've done all night.
Ball's just inside the 45 with 3:22 to go in the third quarter.
So 4-4 defense, single high safety.
Single receiver right and left. Bacon is in motion. Handoff up the middle. Now Kaufman will bounce outside and get brought down. The ball comes out. I believe they're going to say he was down.
That was an awkward tackle. He struck the hip of
Manis on the bottom, excuse me.
Picked up 4, almost 4. 3.5.
Yeah.
2nd and 7. Just about midfield.
You know, we talked about this in the other games. Carter Christensen comes in at fullback to spell Bo Kaufman, and you can tell in a game like tonight that's been helpful through the season. He's got fresher legs.
This is going to be on Lake Mills. That's a reverse sweep to Delger. They looked like Ham and Delger were on the wrong side, so they had to switch. And then Bacon was in motion at the same time right before Nash was able to get set. And the ball was snapped while both of those guys are in motion. Illegal shift. 5-yard penalty.
There's confusion there on where the receivers need to be, but I think there was time on the clock left, so Hayden's got to make sure everybody's set because obviously with Logan Bacon going in motion, you can't have two guys in motion. So Wes Hancock's going to accept the penalty.
Take it back 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 12.
It was set up a little bit. There was one guy out there that Nash had to beat. He ended up making the tackle, but didn't count anyway. So
Bacon in motion again. Toss back to Manis. He's trying to win the outside, and he will not, as he's going to be pushed out of bounds, maybe a yard or two. Maybe a yard or two.
About a yard. You know, it's tough to see from here if there is a lane
on the inside.
On the inside,
yep.
It looks like it from here, but you know
that is on the far end, and we are quite a ways away. But
linebackers are flowing, and
another more pre-snap, and they will blow the whistle here.
There we go. That'll help.
Is this going to be the first penalty on West Hancock?
It is.
Neutral zone infraction on West Hancock, their first penalty of the evening.
So number 55 will come out of the game.
Get those 5 yards back we gave up on the illegal shift.
3rd and 7 from the 48. It is 3rd down. The scoreboard says 4th, but it is 3rd down. Hand off. Off tackle, just trying to squeeze through, diving to the 50 is Kaufman. He'll get 2. 4th and 5.
Time for a connection from Hayden Helgeson to one of those wide receivers.
Delger will come in with the play. Bacon is in motion. Pitch outside. Tries to make a cut. Ball comes loose. And another fumble for Bacon. Hopped on right at the 50-yard line by the defense. That is Schuyler Prignitz, the defensive tackle on the recovery, right at the 50.
Logan's feeling that there was a face mask, and he did get ripped around pretty quick. I don't know. Couldn't tell from here. So a fourth turnover for the Bulldogs tonight. Fullback, straight dive.
Trying to break a tackle is Bixel, unable to.
Yep, 26, when he's in there, he brings a little bit more quickness, I think, than Zool does. And he returned that opening kickoff of the half for a touchdown, and he's been piling up some yards.
And all these ball carriers are all upperclassmen, too, so a lot of experience.
2x2, single back, dive to 26 again. They're finding something right there.
Straight up the gut again for another first down. They'll move the chains again. Ball across the 30 to the 26.
Back-to-back runs of over 10 yards.
Bo Kaufman was there, but just missed the tackle. So right now, West Hancock's winning the battle up front, which, in the first half was a stalemate.
40 seconds left in the third quarter.
There's that counter.
On the outside, Jackson Peterson with the football will waltz into the end zone for another touchdown. Third score of the quarter for the Eagles. This one coming with 31 seconds left. And a 26-yard run on the counter play for Jackson Peterson makes it 38-0.
Well executed. We got caught with our secondary anyway. Got caught with our eyes in the backfield because we got out of position, and yeah, he had a lot of room.
So let's see if Smith keeps it again. He's done it every time.
They're kicking it this time, Josiah.
And they are. First PAT attempt of the evening. And it's through. David Smith on the point after will make it 39-0 with 30 seconds left in the third.
So with the point differential then, once we get back to action, will be the running clock. If someone's just tuning into this game and they look at the score, they're going to go, oh, well, West Hancock's been dominating. That's not the score is not indicative. This half, they've done some really good things and kind of got us on our heels now. But what we got to do here. There's a whole quarter of football to play. We just got to keep playing. Got to keep playing hard and take care of the football. Just
they were able to pile up near 150 yards of offense in the third quarter and a kick return for.
How many times have we stopped ourselves tonight with turnovers? Well, 4. I think we've punted twice, and you just good teams, they do those things. They create turnovers on defense and create big plays, but Bulldogs got to keep our heads up here and keep playing. It'd be nice to get our
deeper kick this
guys.
time.
There we go. Go.
Bobbled initially, and Manis will try to gain the outside, and again, unable to. Brought down by Luis Sandoval, this senior, with a tackle at the 26. Some green in front of him. Manis unable to break the tackle. So 11 seconds left from the end of the third quarter. Probably one play here for Lake Mills. And then they will flip the side.
Running clock, so.
Oh, you're right. So that'll be the end of the quarter then.
Yep, tough quarter for the Bulldogs, but as I said, got 12 minutes here yet to play, and be nice to see if we can get a drive here and just keep trying to execute what we do on offense.
Another district opponent with the fight song on Wisconsin.
And that's
must be the most
This is Iowa State's fight song?
No, the University of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
I could sing Iowa State's fight song for you if you wanted.
What is that called? I don't even know.
What?
Their
Iowa
fight
State
song?
fights.
That's
ISU
they
fights.
have
Yep.
their own? I thought
Yep.
it was like maybe a
No.
traditional.
We have our own. They call the Iowa fight song the Quack Quack Duck song or something
in heaven
like
there is
that.
no beer.
No, that's not it.
You would think it is, though, because they play it so much when they win.
I know.
Okay, we have to talk about our Minnesota Twins.
Absolutely.
I happened to travel up to Minneapolis on Wednesday night and watch them.
Did you? My boss at Hy-Vee did. I was offered to go up on Tuesday. A friend had an opening all of a sudden. I unfortunately had to make an adult decision and decline.
See, what a responsible young man. He had other obligations.
So I could have seen history, but I had to just watch it from my TV screen like
Did
most
you get
people.
a Homer hanky?
I did.
Yeah, so you have one from 87 and 91?
I have. I was gifted one from 87. I don't believe I have one
I
from
think
91.
I do have two of those at home.
All right, third quarter underway.
There's
Some delayed action.
Counterplay to Logan Bacon.
Bacon's going to be tripped up by his ankles.
It's like a cramp.
Yep.
Kind of tried to plant and spin, and
Hopefully that's all it is
Yeah,
Bacon is on the
it is.
ground. Gets one or two on the carry, but
it's like two. Yep, good two.
Yeah, it looks like he's stretching out that calf.
So Landon Price or Alex, man, it looks like Landon Price has come in. And, we've talked about, Landon and what he's brought to this team this year, coming in late. And, I think he's just, from what the coaches have told me, practices hard. And he's given this team a spark this year.
Mhm.
And,
Clearly enjoys the game of football
Yeah.
and is not shied away from any contact at all.
150 pounds,
Yeah.
junior, and done a lot of good things.
Night like tonight probably feels pretty good for the players, doesn't it? I mean, it's
Absolutely.
chilly, but
yeah. You don't know that. I mean, you don't notice it. You're out.
no, a week ago it was warm, so
you're out there playing, your adrenaline's going, and now if it gets wind chill below zero, like
that's a
like
different
coached in
story.
then that's different. You're cold.
So the injury timeout will come to a close. Handoff up the middle again, trying to find some space and getting a couple more yards.
A few years ago, Coach Burns, we went down to Pocahontas. You remember that game? Wind coming straight out of the north, and then to top it off, it went to overtime, and then we lost, and then it was raining. It was awful.
Sleeting
That was
as
an
well.
awful.
And it wasn't. It was about this time of year.
Yeah, it
So
wasn't late.
No, but I had a tough touchdown called back late in the game there. Josh Peters had a touchdown run, and I remember it well.
3rd and 5, back to pass is Helgeson. Pass will be completed, but hit right away onto the Lake Mills sideline is Manis.
I don't know,
Fourth down.
Here, fourth, and this is percentages are very good on fourth, but this is a little different animal here at 4th and 6.
4th and 4.
So the coldest game you ever coached in, was that the playoff game at?
I would say the AP game, probably 7 or 8 years ago down at AP. I think the wind chill was minus 20-some.
Mercy. They will go for it. Rolling out is Helgeson. Now he's going to plant, throw it into coverage, and it's caught! He caught it! Landon Price with an amazing catch off the deflection. It deflected off of a defender, then off of Josiah Keldall, and then soaring in there, Price was able to make a catch. Huge gain on the play across the 45 of the Eagles to the 43.
Logan Bacon still on the sideline.
10 minutes to go in the ball game.
And up the middle, Kaufman just looked like he had a good lane, and all of a sudden hits the turf. Good tackle there.
Looks like Bacon's getting his helmet on. Oh, now he's down. Now he's back down, getting stretched out. So frustrating.
Want health above all, though. So 9:35 left with the running clock. It's 2nd down, and 7 yards to go after the 3-yard carry for Kaufman. Under center, Price is in motion. Handoff goes off tackle to Kaufman again. He gets to the second level, and he's stood up there.
You know, and what you're seeing a little bit, too, is, you know, not a ton of yards after contact for the Bulldogs tonight. There's been a few times, but, you know.
Good sure tackles by the Eagles.
They're in good position. They have good what we call tackling fits, that they're fitting in there and they're squaring up their hips and using their shoulder pads. So
coached very well.
But, you know, we're gashing them. We're gashing them on the ground.
We're going to have two receivers to the right, single receiver on the left. That's Delger, Price, and Ham. We got pre-snap movement. Now the whistles will blow. More movement on Lake Mills.
I'm not sure who that was on. I mean, Alex Mance went in motion, but I don't know who else was moving.
So 5-yard penalty will make it 3rd and 8. Keldall running in. 18 seconds left on the play clock. 8:25 left in the game here in the fourth quarter. Keldall will run to the bottom. Two receivers on the bottom. Joining him is Price. In motion now. And keeping it is Helgeson. He's going to be brought down from behind by David Smith. No gain on the play, 4th down.
Yeah, it looked like there was some space there, but David Smith's really, really good athlete. And he was able to close that space down. Yep, we talked about, you know, pregame that he was going to be a handful on both sides of the ball, especially on defense, and he just showed why. So 4th and 8 here from the West Hancock 41.
Some motion. It's going to be a keeper for Helgeson. He's got nowhere to go. He'll lose a yard, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't know what he saw there. I think he had a shot at getting that pitch to the edge to Landon Price. There was potentially some room out there, but well defended by West Hancock. So Bulldog defense comes back out in the field.
Turnover on downs.
Picked up about 35 yards of offense on that. They have run twice as many plays as West Hancock has in the second half, but West Hancock's plays have been big.
How many plays have we run this half?
We've run 21. West Hancock's run 11.
So we've run 54 offensive plays tonight. But their defense is bent but not broken.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 3 trips into the red zone came up empty.
So it looks like Britt's going to run the clock down, maybe get some different people in there, get another offense. They're huddling on the sidelines there, so that's exactly what they're doing. So, you know, once again, I can't reiterate enough. You know, obviously the scoreboard is tough right now, but you know, it's seemed kind of weird to say this, but you know, at times we played really, really well tonight. Took some things away from West Hancock, especially in that first half. Took the fullback trap away. Other than one play, took that outside trap away, and they found some success on that counter, and then. Offensively, you know, pretty much all night we've been able to move the football, but got to finish. You know, you got to finish in football when you get inside that red zone, and you know, we haven't been able to do that. But you know, there's some 7 minutes to go in this game. There's some positive things to take away from this game. Is you know, we head into next week and head in those playoffs, and hopefully the last 7 minutes we can stay healthy here and.
Yeah, Coach Sanger's going to get some of those young players in.
And you know,
complete wholesale change there. I think it took a little doing on the sidelines.
Like Josiah mentioned earlier, you know, their depth's much deeper than ours. And I think they got about 45 kids, and you know, we have 30. But so they can get some of these other kids in and.
So they'll make that swap. There's 6:57 left in the ball game.
Logan Bacon's back in on defense.
That's good to see.
Let's see if we can't get a stop here or turnover and get that offense back on the field. Fullback tripped up for about a yard gain.
The quarterback is the junior Zephyr Jamgard. Gustavo Gomez was the ball carrier.
Ethan Lawson's coming in and giving Wyatt Hanna a breather.
One-yard gain on first down, 2nd and 9.
Britt's going to run the game clock down under 10 seconds here.
Yep, absolutely
Or
no
not
rush.
Game clock, shot clock.
Not quite yet, not quite December. Handoff up the middle again. Gomez on the carry.
Kaufman and Bacon on the stop. Picks up about 4. So 3rd and 6.
Were you searching for the word play clock, Coach?
I was.
Okay.
I was. I subbed today, so my brain's a little bit
Spent. Well, weekend tomorrow. College football all day long.
Don't let him fool you. He's got the weekend every day.
Is that what retirement is like? I probably will never experience it.
Well, you'll experience it. It'll just be a while. It's wonderful.
3rd and 6. Comes
Hand
an
off
outside
on the
trap.
outside.
Fill that. Good job.
Stood up and drug down was Teague Smith. Bacon coming in and making a tackle after experiencing those cramps earlier.
So there's the first punt of the night, forced by the Bulldog defense, and that was a great job. They got that guard out to pull, and he was trying to turn it up, but they bounced him, and the boys came and finished it up. So
we'll be under 5 minutes by the time this punt is sent off. Price is back to return. Big kick, booming punt, and a fair catch called for
Landon Price. So 4:45 to go. The clock's running. Let's see if we can get some big plays here and get something on the scoreboard. So it looks like Britt's defense is kind of going to be a mix of some starters and nope. They got their first group out there, so.
I don't think Coach is too keen to give up that shutout.
Bacon in motion, handoff up the middle, not a whole lot of space. About 2.
Like a couple secondary defenders are coming out and getting some different people in there. So 2nd and 8, picked up 2 on that play. There's
Pitch
toss.
back to Manis on the outside. Again, cannot find the edge. Shedding those blocks are the men in red. And taking down Manis, the ball carrier, for no gain.
Yep, not much there. Great pursuit on the edge. I couldn't see who made the tackle, but 26 was involved. He was at a great second half. And 3rd and 8.
Clock approaching 3 minutes left in the ball game.
I believe it was Bukema on the tackle. He was the punter. Junior for the Eagles. Handoff up the middle. Kaufman tried to find some space, and he's swallowed up at the 17. First down marker is the 24.
Kelzu on that tackle, and we couldn't get a body on him second level, and he just filled it. And
4th down.
Looks like we're going to punt it away, or are we? Yep, we are.
Two and a half minutes left in the bugged out here in the press box. You didn't miss much. The squib kick for Lake Mills was jumped on at the 39-yard line by the Eagles. The squib kick, the free kick after the safety. And now just kneeing it out are the Eagles. So I wasn't sure if we were going to, but we will have a post game here. Knock on wood. as the Eagles will kneel it down. They're going to have to do it one more time as it's third down. The play clock is at 30, and the game clock is at 35. So one more knee down whenever will end this game.
How many plays did we run? 55 or something?
Yeah, we...
And there's the last kneel down for Zephyr. That will be the end of the ball game. West Hancock has defeated Lake Mills, handing the Bulldogs their first district and overall loss on the season by a final score of 41-0. We'll take a few minutes here, and when we come back, we will break down the game and give a quick preview in next week, the final regular season home game for the Bulldogs. Stay with us.
The comfort that comes from dependable, quality LP gas is delivered when you need it from Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson. Locally owned and operated since 2005. Hanson LP Gas also has contract pricing and provides new tank installations and service. Whether it's for your home, grain dryer, or business, you get competitive prices and quick, efficient service. Contact Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson today.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Steffens, the Director of Operations for Norseman Trucking. September is the month we honor truck drivers. This year's theme is Through and Through, we can always depend on you. How fitting a statement. To show your appreciation to drivers, be courteous on the road and give them a wave as they go by. To learn more about the Norseman family of drivers, please visit our website at norseman.com.
What has your nitrogen done for you lately? Pivot Bio Proven 40 is the first new form of nitrogen in 100 years. At Storby Seed, we want to make sure you understand your nitrogen program and how Proven 40 fits. From diversifying your nitrogen program with Proven 40 as 40 pounds of ammonia nitrogen to the efficiency of Proven 40 is that it can go on seed or in furrow, so you don't have to take as much synthetic nitrogen to the field. Finally is the consistency of Proven 40. It stays on the root and will not leach or run off. Call Matt at 641-590-6744. Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
Get the laundry pair that you can use to conquer pet hair like a pro with the Maytag Pet Pro system. The built-in Pet Pro filter in the washer visibly removes pet hair on any cycle, while the XL lint trap in the dryer traps and removes additional pet hair. Visit Singlestead Hardware today to see how the Maytag Pet Pro system works. Singlestead Hardware, your do-it-best store at 202 North Washington in Lake Mills, or at singlesteadhardware.com.
Every journey has a beginning. At MBT Bank, we can help you get started. We offer online account opening for personal checking and savings accounts. Want to make the most of your money with an interest-bearing account? Check out our Go Smart account, designed for those ages 14 to 23, or our Go Plus account, featuring a higher rate of interest when qualifications are met. To open an account or learn more about our products, visit us online at mbtbank.bank or stop by any MBT Bank location. Member FDIC.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Josiah Cleveland with you alongside Coach Bill Burns and Jim Schulbrock. Final score tonight, 41-0 West Hancock, shutting out the Lake Mills Bulldogs here in Britt, Iowa. They moved to 6-1 on the year. The Eagles do 4-1 in district play. Lake Mills 6-1 now on the year. As well, 4-1 in district play as well. So tied for second. Tiebreaker rules apply, I'm assuming, is head-to-head?
Yep, absolutely.
So Lake Mills goes from tied for first down to third in district with one district game left to play, and that will be next week. But before we get to that, let's talk a little bit more about tonight. Just kind of a tale of two halves. Not the worst first half, quite a good first half for Lake Mills, and then the second half just a completely different story for the Bulldogs.
Right, 16-0 at half. Defense had played well. Offense had played really well, and had the 2 turnovers inside the red zone in that first half. And then I think Jim, you mentioned it coming out of second half, only down by 16, but a little pooch kickoff by us, and they returned it back for a touchdown. And they found some things that worked better in the second half with Mitchell Smith running the football, changed up their fullback a little bit, went to just a single back there, and we moved the ball. Some quick stats here. Lake Mills ran 52 plays to West Hancock's 37. Most of the time, that's going to be in your favor, but obviously they had some big plays. We had 207 total yards, and I think we had about 150 of that at halftime. And then West Hancock had 321 yards, and I think that was all on the ground. But a couple of big stats, of course, that didn't go our way were the penalties and the 4 turnovers. So, once again, like I said earlier, the kids are down right now, but they belonged on this field tonight. I mean, I think they proved that, even though the score doesn't show that. Great effort, and going ahead here. Hopefully they tomorrow, once they get up and shake this off as best they can, and then start preparing for St. Ansgar. And there's still a chance, for a conference title with tiebreakers and all those type of things. But just got to keep playing, and then eyes on St. Ansgar, and then eyes on the postseason. So sitting 6-1, not too bad after 7 weeks of the season.
Not at all. And so the St. Ansgar game next week. The one team so far that has beaten this West Hancock team, that was in St. Ansgar. Yep. But next week, Lake Mills will host the Saints of St. Ansgar. They played late last year. I was doing that game with Carl Woolridge. Late in the year. That was, I believe, the last week, week 8, I think it was. St. Ansgar did beat the Bulldogs. They'll be looking for some payback. That will be next Friday, and then a week from tomorrow we'll find out where and who the Bulldogs will be playing in the first round of the postseason.
Yeah, and so 2 weeks in a row we're going to get another very tradition-rich football team in St. Ansgar, and they won a state title in 2011, and they have a lot of playoff runs, and so very similar football team, physical, run the football. Although they do throw it a little bit more this year, and their overall team yards aren't up as high as they usually are because they do have the potential to throw the football. But they're just once again just kind of like West Hancock, very solid coached and just a good football team. So. Kids can prepare like they did for this one because we came out. We were ready to play. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind how we came out that first half. We were ready to go, and hopefully we can get that effort next week as well.
Yeah, absolutely. But definitely learning some things tonight. Were the Bulldogs coming into a very difficult environment here in Britt on the road. Tall task, whichever way you want to look at it. But back again next week for the Saints. But that'll just about wrap it up here from Britt, Iowa. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We had a great viewership this evening. Thank you for tuning in, as always. For Bill Burns and Jim Schulbrock, I'm Josiah Cleveland, and have a great night.